Hi, so today we're going to look at a fashion that I never really see a lot talked about or people make, and it's from the early Georgian period, the 1700s, and it's this, called the Robe Volante. Look how beautiful it is, from around the 1720s to 30s. Now the previous era had been something that looked like this. The 1680s to 90s, and when Queen Anne was on the throne, really, she was on the throne from 1665 to 1714. It had been the style of what was called the mantua, which I can make another video on, and the fontange headdress. But this next era of clothing, as you can see, was an absolute complete difference. It was called the Robe Volante or the Robe Battante, and all was known as the Flying Robe. The robe was supposed to look completely relaxed and more natural looking in compared to the previous era of fashion, even though in reality, underneath all that beautiful flowing gown, there was still the stays and a rather large hooped pannier underskirt. The fashion all emerged around starting in 1716 up to 20s from the Spanish court, originally designed to exaggerate a woman's childbearing hips and give an hourglass figure. With a long flat piece at the front, rather exposed, designed to show off your wealth and status, with rich embroidered, silk embroidered flowers and design on what was called an added pinned-on stomacher. Eventually also, of course, the bigger your panniers became, the wealthier and more statused you were. And look at this painting here. I absolutely love this, of a lady getting dressed into her robe volante, and it was painted by a man called Jean-Antoine Watteau, 1684 to 1721. He was a French painter and a draftsman who had a brief career painting in the Rococo period. And in that short period of time, he certainly made his mark. He painted with colour, light, pastel colours, which was a complete opposite to the dramatic darker period that had been in the Baroque period. This also contributed to the fashions of the day, as he was painting ladies in this new robe volante. He also painted the back of these beautiful, how it fell with these gorgeous back pleatings, which became known as the Watteau box pleats. It also became rather scandalous as he made famous ladies that were sitting showing off their ankles, or when walking, the gown would actually show off the bottom part of the leg and eroticised it all. It had been said that it had all been designed in the first place for Louis XIV, the King's mistress, Madame de Montespan, to hide her pregnancies. It was all deemed inappropriate for courtly life, and so eventually became modified into France's the Robe Française, which was a more corseted look. And here is a picture of the gorgeous Robe Française that followed it and continued on throughout a lot of the mid-Georgian period. Here's the Robe Française with its back Watteau box pleats. We've enjoyed another little snippet, story of historical costume about the Robe Volante, the beautiful flying gown. If you have, do join me again next time. Till then, bye.